Hey guys, what's up here? This is Cool Titanium 68 and welcome back to a new YouTube video. Today, we're talking about the iPhone 8 again. And lots of new rumors have come up. So number one, here's what we're going to start off with. The price. Alright, and this is also going to mix up with number two, which is going to be kind of the new, how much storage you're going to get. So, the lowest tier, which is 64 gigabytes, is going to be around $999, which is pretty good. And then we have 256 gigabytes. So they've totally taken out the 128 gigabytes completely. And they're going to add, and that's going to be at $1,099. Which, okay, that seems reasonable. And then you double it to 512, in which people are like, who the hell needs a 512 gigabyte iPhone? Well, it's actually for a very good reason. So, Apple is introducing a new Apple TV that's supposed to include 4K and HDR, which is high definition rendering. I have no clue, but I think that's what it means. If not, look up HDR yourself and find out. So, that's what it's mainly going to be about. And, I mean, that 4K HDR video is going to take up a lot of space. So that's why they included a 0.5 terabyte thing. Number two is also going to come with the release, well, actually the announcement date. So the announcement date, as what we can tell, is going to be on the, no, not the 6th. The 6th is going to be the alternate. It's going to be the alternative date. The real date, well, we don't know. We probably won't know till like the beginning of September, is September 12th. That's a Tuesday. And we could kind of get that. Everybody does it on a Tuesday. It's pretty good. So, we could have it. We could know in like the next, 2 or 3 weeks. It's going to be pretty cool, guys. We'll be able to look at our own iPhone 8 and be like, wow. So, and then you'll think, well, when does pre-order start? That's going to be on the 15th, which is the following Friday. So we're doing great. In between probably pre-sale and pre-orders and the actual release date of the iPhone 8, which is going to be September 22nd, iOS 11 is supposed to come out. Which, in my guess, it's going to be sometime around the 19th. Because if we followed last year, they had their thing on a Tuesday, and they had it on a Friday, and they had pre-orders on a Friday. The week after, like 7 days after the actual keynote conference, they released iOS 11, and then that Friday they released the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus. So that's what I think they're gonna do. They're just gonna do that. So, and then another thing, I think number 4 is actually something pretty surprising, which I would think, I don't know if this is true. People are thinking that Tim Cook is holding an iPhone 8 in his pockets because in one recent picture of Tim Cook where he was talking to some of his manufacturers in the United States, he has a phone in his pocket. Now, we don't know if it's the 7S or the iPhone 8 because, well, who would want to take the most precise picture of that? That's like, no. I mean, I would even be like, are you sure that's not the 7? Are you sure that's not the 7S? Because the 7S could be the 7S. If it is the iPhone 8, wow, okay, we actually know what it kind of looks like in a pocket. And actually, I think now recently, just remember this, like the literal parts have been leaked, like the stacked logic board, wireless charging module, even up to the hard drives inside there. I mean, and this is how we even know that there's gonna be a 512 gigabyte module because of that leak. Now, And this is also now very surprising. And this is like the one only thing that we do know. Wireless charging is coming to all phones. You might be thinking, well, how the hell do we know this? A lot of the independent companies that have built the iPhone 8, or even the 7S and 7S Plus, have even said, yeah, they're going to have it. I mean, that's pretty big that has happened. Like, I mean, like, astronomically big. That a company confirms that, confirms a leak for the iPhone 8, which Apple's probably going to be like, what the fuck, man? Why did you say that? Which also brings us to the next one. iPhone 8 against the Note 8. What will they do? I mean, the Note 8 looks great. A couple days ago, it was released. I've watched some videos about it. It's supposed to be, like, really cool. And I really want to see it in action. But, of course, I'm not going to switch to Galaxy because that'd just be rude to my parents. And probably I'd be spending my own stuff on there. Which also is going to bring us to the stylus. So, the Galaxy Note 8 has a stylus. Well, there is a recent patent that, patently Apple is, actually is pending on. And it's a patent about letting us use the Apple Pencil on an iPhone. So maybe the iPhone 8 might be able to work with, the Apple Pencil might work with the iPhone 8, which is going to be pretty cool. Because the Apple Pencil works for the iPad, but now that you have something big that could use it, it's pretty cool. Now, and actually this came in as a recent comment as of yesterday, the Note 2 has been announced, and it looks really good. It's going to be a direct competition with the iPhone 8, just like the Pixel was a direct competition against the 7 and the 7 Plus. So the question is, who's going to be better? The Note 8, iPhone 8, or Pixel 2? That's going to be a big thing that's going to happen. Really big. I don't remember if I was missing anything. Oh, yeah. So, right now, actually, this is also coming to another rumor that actually has come from one company. I don't remember the name. So, the reason why, the iPhone 8 is much more expensive than both the 7S and 7S Plus are its hardware. So, basically, like, the wireless charging module, the OLED panel, the glass framing. Actually, I think both of them have glass framing, but the wireless charging module. I mean, a lot of the components inside the iPhone 8 has significantly brought the phone up, especially the facial scanning, because first off, that thing is 2 years ahead of its time. I don't think any, no Android phone has that. So, I don't think they've technically invented that, but they've started facial scanning now. So that's pretty cool, that facial scanning is a start on an iPhone. Because Apple basically started not the iPhone and has started a whole new thing of smartphones. But actually starting something like I think they started fingerprint scanning, and now they're starting with facial scanning. So that's gonna be pretty cool once it's done. Let's see here. So yeah. So the reason why the reason why I kind of listed some of those parts is because that thing has brought up the iPhone 8's price by about $350. Yes, my friends, $350. That's a lot of money, especially with the stacked logic board, because you gotta build it, specifically build it for that. So it's gonna be pretty cool once it's done. Let's see here. What else am I missing? I don't think I'm missing anything else. I don't remember what else I was missing. Let's see here. So yeah, let's give like a brief description of what it's gonna have. So we're gonna have an OLED panel, 5.8 inches. We're still not knowing about like the little sides on the side of the camera, whether it's gonna be blacked out to the point where it blends in with the cameras, or if it's not. It's got a stacked logic board, an L-shaped battery, which that's not been new. That's been there for a while. It's gonna have wireless charging, and actually, I just remembered this, and I read this like today. So, Apple has joined. So like a couple months ago, Apple joined this whole wireless charging community, and I think that yeah, they're gonna really do it. And we're thinking, oh, they're gonna go with the QI technology, which is pretty standard, which is now becoming a standard. Well, Apple, and now we can somewhat, and now some rumors have confirmed that Apple's building a wall between QI, between all other phones and the iPhone 8 on wireless technology. So they're not going to use the QI technology standard. They're going to build something by themselves, and then they're going to give it to third-party developers to build pads for it. So this is also the reason why, and that's another reason why wireless charging won't be there at launch. And now it's not going to be because of software issues. It's going to be because they're building it themselves, and they need the developers to do it. Now, sadly, it's not going to be truly wireless. I'm sorry, kids. And I think we were all hyping for that like months ago when they were when all of a sudden WhatsApp got like $800 million revenue. We're thinking, oh wow, is Apple really going there? Because that'd be pretty cool if they did. But nope, that's not what they're doing. Again, hope you guys liked the video. Like and subscribe. And I hope to see y'all later. This is Cool Titanium 68 from a Saucer Full of Secrets saying good night and peace, my dudes.